Hello everybody. Now let's see a slightly different topic, how diagnostics differ in electric and combustion vehicles. Now we will basically see the major differences between the diagnostics in electric and combustion vehicles. Let's deep dive into it. The shift from internal combustion vehicles to electric vehicles has revolutionized automotive diagnostics. While okay, there is a similarity. They both rely on the onboard diagnostics to monitor performance fold, the nature, the complexity, and the focus of diagnostics differ significantly. Okay, now let's unpack this in detail. Now, the major core system differences. When it comes to the feature like power source in IC engine, the power source is engine or fuel combustion, and when it comes to electric vehicle, the power source is battery plus electric motors. The key components in IC engine vehicle is fuel system, exhaust, transmission. But when it comes to electric vehicles, battery pack, inverter, motor controller. And the major diagnostic focus in ICE vehicles is emissions, fuel efficiency, mechanical wear, battery health, and thermal management and voltage. Now, coming to the diagnostic objectives. Diagnostic objectives, whether in IC engine vehicles, they monitor emissions to comply with regulations. They detect the faults in fuel injection, ignition, exhaust, and engine timing. And they also use OBD2 to read the trouble codes related to the combustion and mechanical systems. Now, when it comes to EVs, focus on battery performance, charging efficiency, and thermal regulation. All right. So diagnostics in EV, it majorly focus on battery performance because battery is like the heart of the vehicle. It also focus on the charging efficiency. It also focus on the thermal regulation. Now it also monitors the high voltage system, the motor drive units, and regenerative braking. It uses remote diagnostics and cloud-based platforms for real-time monitoring. Okay, because EV vehicles, they are more equipped with remote diagnostics. They can also use cloud-based platforms for real-time monitoring. Now when it comes to battery centric diagnostics in electronic vehicles, let's see battery centric diagnostics in a slightly elaborate manner. BMS or battery management system, it tracks the state of charge and state of health. SOC and SOH are two extremely important parameters in battery management system. Okay, so battery management system monitors the temperature, voltage, and current across the cells. It also predicts degradation and alerts for preventive maintenance. Now, when it comes to thermal management, ensures battery and motor operate within the safe temperature ranges, and it uses sensors and thermal imaging for fault detection. All right, it also uses the charging diagnostics, evaluates charging cycles, efficiency, and smart charging protocols like OCPP. Now, here I would like to give a small assignment. All of you check in internet what is this OCPP. This is a small homework to you. All of you learn what is OCPP by yourself. It's a very beautiful topic. Now, coming to the diagnostic tools and interfaces used for both IC engine and electric vehicles, OBD scanners for IC engines are universal and standardized, and when it comes to electric vehicles, they are usually proprietary or limited in scope because of the above said differences. Okay, and when it comes to remote diagnostics in IC vehicles, remote diagnostics is still emerging, but in electric vehicles, it's already established. And coming to the specialized equipment, emission analyzer, fuel pressure gauges, these are the main equipment as far as the onboard diagnostics in IC engine vehicles is concerned. And when it comes to electric vehicles, battery analyzers, insulation testers, or the specialized tools. All right. Now, actually, there are EVs, electric vehicles often bypass traditional OBD ports, relying instead on the OEM specific scan tools and telemetrics 3. Now let's briefly touch upon AI and predictive maintenance. EVs leverage AI and machine learning to predict battery failures, optimize charging routines, provide driving tips to extend battery life. All right. So by the help of AI and machine tools, these three applications are fulfilled. And but IC engines use diagnostics primarily for reactive maintenance with limited predictive capabilities. Okay, so when it comes to predictive capability, electric vehicles are far ahead than ICE vehicles. Now, cybersecurity and data access. EV diagnostics involve data exchange with cloud servers, raising concerns about data privacy and security protocols. But ICE diagnostics are mostly local with minimum external data transmission. As I said, remote diagnostics are still evolving as far as IC engines are concerned. Now, when it comes to challenges in EV diagnostics, lack of standardization across manufacturers. As I said, in EV diagnostics, most of the tools are very customized. They are not. There is no standardization across the EV industry yet. But I'm pretty sure it's a matter of time. Standardization occurs in EV industry also. So there is also limited access for aftermarket scan tools and need for high voltage safety training technicians. Now, as you all know that in electric vehicles, technicians are handling high safety, high voltage. So naturally, specialized safety training, specialized equipment, it may be gloves or it may be specialized or customized helmets. These kind of equipment is necessary for technicians who are working on EV diagnostics. But such equipment is not necessary for technicians who are working on IC engine vehicles. Now, when it comes to opportunities and innovations, over the air updates. Now, over the air is a very modern concept, and electric vehicles can receive software fixes remotely, reducing service visits. And when it comes to fleet management, real-time diagnostics help optimize EV fleets, and digital twins, which you are going to see number of times in this particular training session. With the help of digital twins, simulated models predict faults before they occur. All right. So emergence of electric vehicle has led to a drastic paradigm shift. Diagnostics on electric vehicles are data driven, predictive, and cloud connected, whereas IC engine diagnostics remain mechanical, reactive, and emission focused, and more importantly, they are localized. Okay, as on now, IC engine diagnostics are not connected to the cloud. So as EV adoption grows, diagnostics will evolve towards intelligent self-healing systems that redefine vehicle maintenance. Okay, so I hope all of you got a clear understanding the difference between diagnostics between IC engine vehicles and electric vehicles. Thank you.